Hey guys, welcome back to the Blade Bloodhound. Looking at this sheath, you can already tell it's a big knife. It's a vintage sheath, and it is a buck. This is a buck 120. It's called the General. It is a super cool one. I have not seen one of these, I guess, out for sale in a long time. I mean, years ago I bought a buck 124 at the flea market. That was the deal of a lifetime, and unfortunately, I sold it because back then I was buying and selling knives on eBay. But this one is a buck 120. It's a General, or they call it the General. It's a large knife. But there's something unique about this one. It's about its age. It is I believe it's a 1967 to 71, I believe. I'll look that up and put it in the description. But anyway, it's a 2-line inverted tang stamp. I will tell you about that when we look at it. Very cool knife. Very good size knife. It's a lot bigger than a 119, but it's really cool. It's great shape. Anyway, guys, let's go take a look at it, and I'll tell you more. All right, guys, I was trying to set the tripod up so that I could show you all this knife, get it all in the frame here. It's a very cool knife. So I was at the flea market this weekend, and I paid more for this than I usually pay for a knife. It's a 120, it's a buck. The sheath has a little wear on it, you know, hey, it's an old one, and I'll show you how I know later. But you know, the snap was good. Pop it open again. The leather was good. Just a cool knife. I mean, it's you know, it's got some wear on it. Little, you know, marks from years of service, I guess you could call it. But just a cool sheath. I love these sheaths that fold like that. Has the old belt loop there. But what was unique about this knife was, dun dun dun. Let's pull it out and take a look. So when you look at this, you're like, wow, that's a good sized buck knife. And it is. It's a buck 120. It's called the General, or General actually is what it's called. And it's a big knife. It's got the old aluminum pommel, and the right here's aluminum as well. But great steel. Got a cool blood groove in there. Very, very clean knife. Letting y'all see some pictures of it, then y'all can, or video of it, then you can tell me if you can spot what is super cool about it. So what is super cool about it is this tang stamp. All right, so if you notice, it's upside down. They call that an inverted tang stamp, and it's a 2-line. You notice it has 2 lines there, buck and USA. So the 2-line inverted tang stamp, which I guess I'm going to have to zoom out again so we can get all this bad boy in here, is a cool thing. If you see that, it's an old buck. I've never been able to date bucks because, you know, they have a, you know, a half moon or a dot or this or that. I mean, they've got the weirdest tang stamps to me in all of knives. But if you ever see one that is inverted, upside down, 2 lines, it's a 1967 to 1971. I knew that tang stamp was old. I did not know how old. Did a little research. Went to allaboutpocketknives.com. That's a cool place to go, by the way. And just a nice site. I've been a member there for a long time. It's free membership. If you want to learn about knives, you know, go out there. You can find anything. But, you know, a lot of people have different opinions about the dates. But I've always trusted them, and I think they do a great job. So as you can tell, it has some spacers, or not spacers, but it's shaped a little bit here for your fingers. It is a large knife, as you can see from my hand here. I was showing it to my wife, and she was saying, wow, that is a monster. And it is a good size knife. I couldn't, off my head, remember the size difference between it and a buck 119, but when I got home and I took it upstairs and was just laid it beside one, it's a lot bigger. Now, a buck 124 is even bigger than this. It's called a frontiersman, but and I've had one of those in the past and got rid of it and wished I hadn't. But and you know, it's been so long ago, I don't even know what the date on that one was. It could have been some rare one. But anyway, now that I've gotten a little smarter and, you know, watch a lot of channels, read about a lot of knives, read a lot of stuff, I knew that inverted tang, 2-line, I knew that meant something. I couldn't remember what, but it means old buck. And these are very collectible. A lot of people collect them. It's a very unique knife. Like I said, I've been buying and selling. Well, I don't sell a lot, but I used to. But I've been buying knives for years. I'm 53 years old, and I bet I have seen a buck 120 out for sale maybe once, which was when I bought this one. So I wonder if they had one that day that I bought the 124. I don't know, because I remember buying a bunch of the big knives from them. He had a bunch of bucks, and he had two, like, you know, in sheaths kind of like this. And, you know, I was chasing that dollar then, and, you know, bought it for nothing and sold it for something and felt good. But this one here, I will be keeping. Unless somebody just has something I want more and wants to work a deal. But anyway, very, very cool knife. So this one, the guy had it priced very high. It's a guy that brings things from a pawn shop. It's really odd, but anyway, a pawn shop lets him bring stuff up there, and I guess they give him wiggle room, and he can decide what he wants to sell it for. But he had $120 on this, and I was like, we're way off, man. I said, you know, I like knives, but I'm not crazy. So after researching it, I mean, they probably go for about that much. But regardless, on this one here, he said, well, make me an offer. So, you know, of course, I said, well, first of all, you'd have to take that and cut it in half. And so we talked a little bit. He hauled, and he said, I tell you what, how about $65? So that's more than I usually pay. But for this knife, that's a good price. Now, a lot of y'all are probably like going, good gosh, $65, he's lost his mind. That's an excellent price. And it is a great price, but it's more than I usually pay for a knife like at the flea market. I mean, if it had been some rare one, I might have grabbed it. And I couldn't remember. I really didn't know. I was like, I know there's something about the inverted tang, but I couldn't remember what. I knew it was old, but I didn't know how to date it. So anyway, I took a gamble. I bought it. I think I did real well, actually. It's one of those gambles that you take, and you're really happy when you look it up and see what they're going for. And it's just cool to have something that's an old one. I have a lot of bucks, but, you know, I don't know if I have any really vintage bucks. You know, the ones I have are, you know, 119s or, you know, different fixed blades, a lot of folders. But I don't know, something about this one spoke to me. Something about it made me grab some money out of my wallet and throw it down on it. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think of it. Tell me if you've got one, if you got any stories on it. If you were like me and had one and then sold it for nothing, let me know. Like I did that big 124. But yeah, it's a cool knife. I don't have a general, and now I can say I've got one to add to my collection. I hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Come back for more videos. I will be doing a lot of different knives. I'm going to probably throw in some that I received from another knife channel. It's stuff that's really not my wheelhouse, but it's something I think you guys may like. I mean, I learned a lot from messing with them. So anyway, get with me and we'll talk with it. You can always email me at bladebloodhound@gmail.com or leave a comment. Talk to you guys later. Y'all have a great night.